Now though on BBC One, pack your passport. The Apprentice is going abroad.
This is not a job. I'm not looking for bloody salespeople. I'm looking for someone who's got a brain that's going to start a business with me.
Heading to London, 16 of Britain's entrepreneurial elite keen to start a company.
I'm going to inject £250,000 into a business, your business, and you're going to run it.
On offer, a 50-50 partnership with the nation's toughest investor.
If you go sitting in the office for 3 hours and do nothing, or 3 weeks or 3 months, I ain't going to be a very happy bunny.
Passionate about new money-spinning ventures, Lord Sugar's on the hunt for a winning business partner.
If you see someone else in this process that you think is superior to you, you might as well go home.
Come on, come on. We're not...
It's a deal worth fighting for.
Absolute storm.
I might have just got thrashed.
16 candidates.
Are you not understanding what I'm saying?
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Ladies, I am not having that at all.
12 tough weeks.
And he wouldn't even take a penny off.
One life-changing opportunity.
You're fired. You're fired. I don't think I could go into business with you. You're fired.
Previously on The Apprentice.
Your task is to come up with a new, free, premium magazine.
I'm the editor of Covered Magazine.
Team leader Natasha was mad about the boys,
We feature in our Lads magazine, How Do You Blow Your Loads? Yeah.
while her team tried to rein her in.
Are we pitching this as raising the tone of Lads magazine?
Not particularly, no.
Aiming at the golden oldies,
The old boot, or the old soak, or the old...
Why don't we call it coffin dodger?
Jim's young guns fired a blank.
I present to you hip replacement.
I think I'd be laughed out the room.
And when it came to flogging ad space,
We're selling it to you based on the prices listed.
No negotiation on that.
There are rate card prices.
he wouldn't budge.
To be fair across the market,
We're not looking for fair.
In the boardroom,
They wanted to buy every page.
Natasha stole the headlines.
That's a very, very good deal.
Jim went from leader
Have you come across him as a bit of a control freak? Yes.
You are what I would call a passive-aggressive.
to assassin.
who's responsible for the failure of this task? The meek little mouse, Susan, followed closely by Glenn and followed not too far behind by Zoe.
The mouse roared.
I have had my own business. That is something that these two can't say for themselves.
But for Glenn, the crossword.
I have never yet come across an engineer that can turn his hands to business. You're fired.
Glenn became the 8th casualty of the boardroom. Now 8 remain to fight for the chance to become Lord Sugar's business partner.
Hello?
Lord Sugar would like to meet you at St Pancras International. Please pack an overnight bag and bring your passport. The cars will be with you in 30 minutes.
Guys, St Pancras International.
Do you reckon we're going away?
Oh, do you think?
You're a star, yeah. Very nice.
Paris, Brussels. What do you think?
Shit.
Who hasn't been project manager? Tom?
Has anyone else not been project manager yet, do you reckon?
No, it's just you, Tom.
Yeah.
Who speaks French?
I speak a little bit. Petit point.
I used to be able to speak 6 languages. I taught myself Italian as well. French, c'est plus facile de comprendre de parler. Obviously, like when we do work at UN level, you use a lot of the languages there, but I run a global business, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this is about.
St Pancras International. Gateway to continental Europe.
Good morning. OK, well, I hope you got your passports with you, because we're off to Paris. And what you're going to be doing is representing some rather unique British products which you have got to sell to French retailers. To get you started, I've laid on an appointment with a leading home shopping brand in France. But apart from that, you're on your own. You've got to find your own customers. Before you choose the products, you need to know the market. So half your team is heading to Paris right now. Tom, you know what I'm going to say to you now. You're the team leader here.
Thank you.
I'm going to balance the team up a little bit. So, Helen, move over to Venture. Sort out amongst yourselves who's going to be the team leader. Now, here's one more thing. Each of you has got an order book.
Thank you.
So I don't want to hear any excuses from anybody. Every one of you has got to sell something. OK, the next train leaves in 30 minutes, so I'd hurry up if I was you. Now, I don't want any new business of mine restricted to the UK market alone. So that's why I've sent this lot over to Paris to see how they can perform out of their comfort zone in a foreign country.
For Venture, first job, pick a project manager.
I would like to put myself forward as PM purely because my line of business, I do a lot of product selection. I know absolutely nothing about France. I've never even been there. I don't even know any French people. Can't speak a word of French, apart from bonjour. Don't know French foods, know nothing. So you guys all happy for me to be project manager?
100% behind you. Yeah.
Fantastic, thank you guys.
I'm thinking you and Leon go to France.
I'm really bewildered at this one. Unfortunately, I didn't take French and I don't know any, but hopefully they'll speak English.
Okay, ciao.
We'll see you guys
Thank you. See you soon.
Au revoir. Bye. Au revoir.
To research the market, half the teams head to Paris.
I'm looking forward to breakfast.
While project managers stay behind to choose the products. On offer to the teams, 10 British designs not on sale in France.
Ooh.
Ranging from a €2 toy
Are you supposed to catch it?
Don't get it.
This is really lame.
to an electric bike, retailing at €1,700.
I think it's quite appealing.
You know what, Zoe, like, I'm trying to find products that are going to be sellable to the mass market because I want volume.
Ah! A beanbag couch that you can shake
Oh, I love
to
it.
reveal a hidden bed. Oh, so you shake all the beans in it.
I'm pretty much kid size, so...
There you go, Kiddie Susie. What's it like?
It's all right, it's quite comfy.
I'm impressed with that.
I really like this.
It's €325.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Right, okay, so pop-up postcard.
So it's got the seeds inside. It transforms into a bite-sized cress allotment. First impression, that's quite sweet.
I don't like it. What do you think?
No.
No.
The next one is this spider thing.
A flexible gadget grip and display podium. That's quite cool. I like this.
Tell me, would you pay €18 for it?
You know what, this is a very expensive product, but I do like it. It is innovative.
A teapot light. Very kind of British.
€140. Authentic British design. I think that's a good option.
I don't like it.
Susan sort of rushed into the room, looked at all the products, immediately said, no, 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 yes, yes. And that was incredibly decisive, but actually she's very immature.
Are the French eco-friendly? Do the French go camping? Are the French very fond of their children? If that makes sense. I honestly know nothing about the French or their culture.
You do not have to have been to France to answer the question, do the French like their children? I mean, that really is beyond stupid.
Do a lot of people drive in France?
I've never seen this before.
Finally, a booster seat for kids
I need to grow.
that folds into a backpack.
That's actually quite cool.
So you can pack your kid off for a lift. And by the way, there's no excuses, friends, parents, because they've got their own booster seat on the back.
I quite like this product.
Yeah, yeah. The baby seat, I think, is a great product. Yeah, the baby seat, I think, is a great product. I've never seen it before, and I think that will work well. And I think there's a massive market for it in Paris. I like it.
Midday, 1 hour from Paris.
There are two products that we really like.
One is a child booster car seat, and the other one is the child chair bed, which is essentially a bean bag.
Okay.
She wants us to do market research, so we should call some shops that sell children's products.
Yeah.
Oh, bonjour. I've forgotten the English. Sorry, Jim.
Je voudrais parler au responsable du magazine, s'il vous plaît.
Yes, may I help you?
Hi, it's Melody.
Hi there. We're just going to let you know what we think we're going to choose as our product.
Yeah?
The pop-up postcard.
Oh, like a 3D one.
Okay, yeah.
The teapot light.
Very British, yeah.
We've got the car seat rucksack.
I don't know whether a rucksack would be something that it would appeal to the mass market.
Secondly, why would anybody want
To carry the car seat in a rucksack anyway, why wouldn't they leave it in the car?
As Tom describes the products to Melody, she's crossing them off. No, I don't think that's a good one. I don't like that. She hasn't seen them.
I don't know whether I personally would see common sense in that.
We're now looking for you guys to do some market research completely independent of your own personal thoughts. Okay? We look forward to speaking to you soon. Cool.
Okay.
They've not chosen the right things for Paris. This
Yeah.
isn't like Manchester.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we should give them a call back and tell them that we're going to Paris, not a car boot sale.
Or up north or something.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi there, I'm Tom.
Before the teams finalise which two products to sell, a chance to quiz the makers.
Hot water in the top, squeeze,
Oh, wow.
and out comes a lovely stream of dark espresso. And there we have it. It's been in the market around sort of 5 years. So it's been growing very slowly and organically.
Organic growth's another word for not done very well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have a very nice bone china shade, which gives a very nice, warm, translucent light.
In terms of the recommended retail, I believe it's 140 euros.
That's correct. We're not selling discounts. We're selling a quality product that isn't expensive at all in the market.
Right.
Next, for Susan's team, the universal travel grip.
One of the most popular uses for it is with smartphones. You kind of dock a smartphone in the car. You literally just bend it around like this.
Yeah. I love the idea of hanging it on the vents of the car.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely.
I love the product.
I love the margin.
Travel grip booked.
This card transforms into a mini living garden.
Oh, wow.
We kind of pitch it as being an affordable greeting card and gift combined.
And a food source.
Exactly, you can eat the Christmas foods as well. Thanks.
Pop-up, for me, is the best. We've got the best margin.
Crest cards chosen. For both teams, one choice left.
We're really happy with the product. We've sold about 20,000 units since launch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really, really love that product.
I do really want that product.
But only one team can take it to France.
We have over 36 awards for our products.
Really? I was very interested to see this product because I've actually worked in the baby industry before. So,
Oh, okay.
It'll be good to work on this one. I think you can probably tell that I like that. My only worry is whether or not it's suitable for the sort of contact that or the meeting Lord Sugar's arranged for us.
1 p.m. Paris.
God, I can't believe we're in France.
Hello guys, how's it going?
One of the things I'd love to find out is more about the pitch we're seeing tomorrow.
Did you get that?
Yeah,
It's just I'd like to specifically know if the child's rucksack and car seat is something that the pitch tomorrow would purchase or not.
And you prefer that over the teapots?
Yes. Thank you very much, Melody.
I don't know. Let's just ask people, between those two,
Okay.
which one do you think is a better idea?
Fine.
Alors, c'est une lumière, c'est comme un terrier. Oui?
Pas joli, hein?
No, c'est pas joli. He says it doesn't like it.
Moi, j'achète pas ça.
But it's not nice. Alors, la deuxième chose, c'est un siège, et après, le siège comme ça, et c'est un sac. Oui, oui, d'accord, d'accord. Oui, oui. He said that the whole thing was a good idea. Although I still wonder why anyone would carry the car seat in the bag. Après, siège pour la voiture, c'est un sac. Et la prix, she said that it's okay.
It's so impressive, like that you can just speak to them and understand what they're saying back.
Out of the two products, which do you think is best? Which do you like the most?
Like the one that you can put things in the bag.
I agree, I agree.
Hi Jim, it's Susan here.
We're confident on the rucksack cum car seat.
They like the sound of that.
Are we so far decided then? The rucksack and the universal travel grip.
C'est un siège pour la voiture et la même un sac.
Une personne qui se déplace en métro.
Ah, je comprends. Oui, je comprends. Bien, merci beaucoup. Alors, c'est une bonne idée? Oui. Famille en Paris, utiliser la voiture ou le métro? No, métro.
C'est plus le métro.
The car seat, I think it's becoming really evident that more people use metro, even families.
This is great, isn't it? It's first-hand research, isn't it? Like, you can't even fudge the figures.
We've got some findings for you.
So it's quite interesting. People thought that the car seat may not
Be a good idea for the mass market because they don't use
cars very much.
Right. What did they think of the teapot?
The teapot, they thought that that was the better idea.
Tom, I think that we should go with that.
From what our market research is saying.
Teapot is probably the best option.
Okay. What I'm going to say is that 3 of the team are much more passionate in the teapot and selling it.
Yeah.
And I think I would be a fool to counteract 3 people and force something on you guys to sell. Even though I would think that the rucksack is a great product and is a good price.
Brilliant.
So we're going to go for the teapot lamp and the pop-up postcard.
Okay, we've got a train to catch.
Products picked. Now in Paris, find customers for tomorrow.
Hello, parlez-vous anglais, no?
I can try.
Oh, excellent. We have 2 products. They are very popular in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
We could call tomorrow, demain, at 12 noon.
Oui, d'accord.
Okay, and thank you for speaking English.
Next.
Vous parlez l'anglais?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. We have a product that you are absolutely gonna love.
Okay.
Amazing. Melody has just got 6 appointments. I'm not doing anything, which is a bit of a shame because I can't be productive if I can't speak the language.
What we have is the product arrives tomorrow.
I haven't contributed to this task today. I can't speak French.
We'll be there tomorrow after 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Another? Wow, you filled the day. Oh, what a fantastic job, Melody. Well done.
Oh, really good.
$8 p.m. In from London, the other half of the teams.
J'adore Paris.
And a first chance to show off the products.
Hey guys.
Hey, Zoe.
Hi.
Hey, Susie.
Guess what I'm wearing?
Hey.
Meet
Guys,
our products. Bang. Sue's little seat, little boost.
I fit perfectly, look at that.
So I've written yours out quickly, which appointments you have tomorrow. I'll run you through both days.
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, guys.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I turn around?
There we go.
That's it.
There you go.
That's expensive, isn't it? I did not picture that.
So
Okay, wait, is this fine bone china?
it is indeed.
Fine bone
It
china.
looks
Fine
like
bone
plastic.
china.
My first impression was, oh my God, is that it? For 140 euros. It doesn't look like fine bone china. I'm sure it is, but it looks like plastic. It looks cheap. Okay, right.
Leon and Melody were very adamant it was all about the lamp. I'm a bit disappointed with their reaction, sort of laughing at it, but it's got some good selling points, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
$8 a.m.
We have 4 appointments today.
Yeah.
We've got 3 calls to make as soon as we get in the car.
With pitches divvied up the night before, Susan's team sets off to sell. Holding his team at the hotel, project manager Tom.
What I'm saying is that we each individually have to sell. We each have our own individual... What I'm saying is that we each individually have to sell. We each have our own individual books, and I want to try and make it as fair as possible.
What you're saying is the appointments that I spent time and effort making yesterday, you're going to take away from me.
Correct.
Okay.
What I'm saying, Melody,
Yeah.
is this is a team game.
I just think that, you know, it is quite unfair for me to have made appointments and for you to sort of say...
So I'm not...
Natasha,
I just want you to calm down a little bit so that we don't have a hectic
speaking
day.
really calmly. What I will say is I'm more than willing to make these appointments for you. However, the ones that I've made, I'm going to sell. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
In a classy home decor boutique, Zoe and Jim.
Bonjour. Ça va? Parlez-vous anglais? Little. So the first product is a rucksack, so you carry for the child, but also in the car it acts as a booster seat.
Ah, yeah.
Phenomenal, popular dans United Kingdom. You don't like? The second product, it's called the Universal Travel Grip.
With a camera.
Yeah.
Could you sell this type of small, petty item?
No, I cannot sell this.
Okay.
So much traffic.
On the road for the other team, Leon and Melody.
Yesterday, when we asked people whether the car seat was a good idea, and they said, no, not many people have cars, most people use metro. So where does all the traffic come from?
Yeah, that's very good, actually. This is pretty cool.
First appointment, an offbeat design store.
Look at their lamps. Very similar.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Mélodie, enchantée.
Enchanté.
Enchantée.
You speak a perfect French. Hello. How are you?
Bonjour, Leon.
Jean-Luc, nice to meet you.
I know that our product is perfect for you.
That's good. Let's see
now
that.
I've seen that it's exactly right up your street. The Brits love to drink tea. So what we've done is use that notion to create a light, which is very similar to what you have in your shop. So we'll just show that to you.
This is a light. Okay.
So what it is, it's fine bone china, so it's very contemporary, but actually quite classic at the same time.
This product has a great potential. I love the classicness of it. I love this kind of Alice Wonderland thing. Let's move on the first order on this one. We'll take a first order of 50.
50 then, times 65 for 3,250 euros.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about the teapot, but I can now see there really is the market for it in Paris.
For the rest of the team, Lord Sugar's fixed appointment.
We're almost at this pitch. Let's focus on this pitch.
One of the most famous brands in France, La Redoute.
We need to decide who is going to lead this pitch. Do we want to flip a coin for this one? Let's flip a coin. What do you want?
Tell you what we'll do.
Sunny side up or down?
One, paper, scissors, stone, and it's just...
Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah, as the first beat, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so you're doing the first one.
Waiting, some of the most powerful buyers in France.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour. Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes.
Très bien.
Yes.
Okay, so I present to you our teapot. It's actually made from bone china, which is traditionally used in England for tea and scones and English dinner parties. And it's the type of thing where I think you'd walk into somebody's home and you'd say, goodness me, that's fantastic. You know, it's really, really unique. So we feel that it would be a fashion icon.
I would like to know minimum order quantity.
Minimum order quantity is very reasonable. We think for yourselves we're very keen to start a relationship, so we would consider as low as 10 units.
La Redoute is one of the most formidable commercial organisations in France. 10 units for La Redoute. Ludicrous.
You told us you studied the French market and La Redoute especially. So you talked about 10 pieces. So you know the turnover we are doing.
We actually see it as being high volume. So we can start, you know, from 50 units, and that is a very good starting point for yourselves.
please make us an offer we can't refuse. Natasha's done a brilliant job presenting.
Fabulous.
It's annoying to me that Melody didn't talk to anyone about this company, didn't get any feedback, because you would have thought that this is like going up to someone and saying, have you heard of Tesco?
The first one is the Universal Travel Grip.
The quality is very good.
That's cool. That's very interesting, yeah.
On the other team, sales.
We always do a try first.
Yeah.
So we always make a small quantity order and we try it.
But numbers are low.
Can you sign just here, please?
Heading for La Redoute, Helen and project manager Susan.
Hi, Jim. Just checking on how you guys are doing.
We sold
100 units of the Universal Spider.
Okay, and they weren't interested in the children's backpack.
Not at all. Totally not applicable to them.
Okay, we need to get a few more sales going.
Pitching their British backpack booster seat, Helen.
We know your catalogue, we know your website. I've actually ordered from your catalogue before, so I was obviously really excited to come and pitch to you today because I think it would fit really well with the sort of the modern working woman.
The selling price is, for the French market, I think a little bit too high.
Okay. I personally think it's a very comfortable seat.
It's really embarrassing, but because I'm so small, I can actually fit
here. It's very, very comfortable. It's very safe.
And
it's a fantastic
I think
product.
what I would say as well about the price issue is that with the modern woman now, we're all so busy. We'll pay anything for convenience. I know your target audience is women, and so I do think the price is a reasonable one, considering how much convenience it gives you. You can say, we are the first people to bring this to France. We care about you as our customers. We care about your children's safety. We know how busy you are, and this is a great, convenient product for you.
Any orders will be revealed in the boardroom.
Bonjour.
Second of Melody's appointments, a quirky home store.
1, 2, 3.
Ok.
C'est une lumière.
C'est de la porcelaine?
Ah oui, fine bone china.
Another teapot sale for Melody.
This is the Post Jardin. Would you like me to order you some?
Yeah, I think so.
Lovely.
And a postcard order for Leon.
Every appointment we've been to
It just seems
has
to
been
gel,
well
doesn't
suited
it?
to our
Such
product.
they're great products. They really seem to work.
Yeah.
In Paris, don't they?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Shut out of Melody's appointments, Natasha and Tom try fixing their own.
Bonjour madame, parlez-vous anglais s'il vous plaît?
Non, du tout.
Ok. Parce que de carte postale, le manager de carte postale s'il vous plaît?
N'hésitez pas.
Ok.
Bonjour, parlez-vous anglais?
Non.
Non?
Non.
Non, d'accord.
Et unique carte postale et oh goodness. Ok, monsieur, merci beaucoup. Bonne holiday. Ciao, monsieur. Au revoir.
In a jam and late, Leon and Melody.
We have to be realistic with the traffic and everything, that we can't go to everything.
Hello?
Listen, really important.
We've made you an appointment, a really good appointment.
Who is the contact?
I forgot to get a name for her, actually. Apologies for that.
Right.
Anyway, so you've got a busy day, so we'll get going because we're running late.
Okay.
Okay, right, so brilliant. Let's go.
Yesterday we did the products and the others organised 8 appointments. And we are stuck with sort of one of them.
(3 p.m. On Susan's team, a push for sales.
I honestly think that it would look fantastic just sitting on your shelves. And
I think they're great products, but they're not for us.
Okay, thank you. Bye. That was the completely wrong shop for either of our products, completely irrelevant.
Is 10 your maximum, Mary, just so I don't pressure you?
It's 10 my maximum actually to start with.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're pushing treacle up a hill. We're having difficulties.
Keep your eyes peeled for kids' stalls
Or mobile phone stores that our products could possibly be stocked in.
because we need to go to the right shops.
I love the way she teaches your grandma to suck eggs.
Wow.
Oh, wow,
An interior design showroom.
Would you like to take a seat?
Thank you.
In your own office?
Booked by Melody for Tom and Natasha.
It's an idea. It's not a concept.
Okay. This is a decorative postcard.
Here you have a concept.
Natasha's first order of the day, €1,015.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done.
Last appointment for Melody and Leon.
I can't be selling cress all day long, so I'm going to try and sell a teapot, okay?
Technically, I could have been selling both the products at
I know.
every appointment, but I wanted to give you sale opportunity, and I also gave
that's
them
very
to,
kind of
and
you.
you gave you. No, I
But
totally understand.
also, you're not in charge of the teapots.
No,
so-
absolutely. Okay, why don't you take the sale that I made, sell the teapots, and do us proud? Bonjour.
This is a teapot light.
Very interesting.
Bone china. Have a look, have a look.
It's very, very funny. Oui, j'aime beaucoup. Hein? On aime beaucoup. Oui, oui, oui.
Yes.
Beaucoup?
Okay,
Oui.
cool. So 35
Yes.
teapot lamps, 2240.
Parfait.
Next, Melody pitches in with the postcard.
C'est comme ça.
can send it by
Exactly.
the post.
Exactement. So what I would like to do is sell you this at a very good price,
Oui.
but at a big quantity. So I can do 1,000 for 380.
This is the best, yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
A total of 3,800 euros.
Yes.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Bonne journée.
Merci beaucoup.
You're good, aren't you?
1,000 postcards.
That is unbelievable.
Eyes peeled.
You looking to the left, I'm looking to the
Yeah.
right.
Appointments over, but still time left to hunt for sales.
So we're looking for gadget shops, mobile phone,
Kids' shops.
cycling.
Oh, reflex phone. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good one.
Bonjour.
A small shop, but with a big online store.
So I noticed you sell a lot of phones and lots of really funky accessories. What you're missing, I think, is a fantastic universal grip. I'll show you. You can fit your phone in like this, bend this over, and you can hook it on the vent of your car like this.
Okay.
And you can, when you're driving, you can change the next song. And it has already sold 10,000 pieces on just the internet.
That's good.
It's a very, very good price. No one else stocks this at the moment.
You want to do a contract?
Yeah? Well, how many pieces are you after? How many would you like?
About 1,000.
1,000 pieces at 780. Can I tempt you with any more than that? Because we have another price bracket to go down at €7.50.
Okay, we'll do like that.
We do that? So 1,500 pieces at €7.50.
Okay.
Into Susan's order book,
Oh my God.
a sale worth over €11,000.
I've got euro signs in my eyeballs now. Everyone want money! Guys, we just sold 1,500 of the universal grips.
What type of shop was it?
It was a mobile phone shop.
Okay, we're going to find a mobile phone shop. Let's
go.
Right.
That's what we should have done for the whole day. We should have just gone for mobile phone shops.
30 minutes to go.
Come on, mobile phone places.
Keep looking. Keep looking for the shops.
I am.
Let's just go.
Phone shop. Mobile phone shop.
What's that?
Mobile
Do you know
phone.
where there's a mobile
magazine.
phone shop?
Down.
Mobile phone?
Independent.
No.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
All right.
Have you managed to get any sales?
We've had a lot of difficulties. Time is completely against us. I'm personally conscious that I actually haven't made an independent sale today. We can do it. We can do it. Come on, let's go. Last chance. Quatre postales from Grande-Bretagne.
Not for me.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
It's over. There's a train to catch.
I'm so happy. I should move to Paris and do business here.
Oh, there's an independent mobile phone shop there. There's another phone shop. 3, 4.
Phonesville.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Next stop, the boardroom.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lord Sugar.
Okay, so venture. Susan?
Yep.
You were the team leader.
Yes, I brought myself forward.
She managed the team well, people?
Yeah, she made a bold move to become PM.
No, I'm asking whether she's a good PM. That's all I'm asking you.
Yeah, well,
Give me an
I didn't see a lot of her as a team leader, but she led from the front on day 2 in terms of sales.
Okay, all right. So you ended up with the rucksack and the kind of grip.
And the universal grip. And the reason is because they were both practical products. I didn't want to go for a product that was too niche.
But I mean, during that process, you did ask some very odd questions, I thought.
Okay.
Like, do the French love their children and do the French drive?
The reason why I asked those
What?
questions is because... No, as in, like, because I've never actually been to France before.
I don't think you need to go to
nothing.
France to know the answer to those 2 questions, do you?
I didn't mean it as in, like, a super naive question asking, does anyone love their children? What I meant was, do the French focus on products for their children, or would they rather other products like electronics?
Perhaps you should have worded it in that way.
Okay, Tom.
Lord Sugar,
you were. I made you the team leader.
You did indeed.
Yeah. So how did you think you were led by your team leader here?
I'm not being rude to Tom, but it felt like Melody was kind of running the show and she'd set up the appointments for both teams.
You felt that she became the team leader in the end?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
I think what Leon's saying, and I would agree, is that we didn't feel much of a presence of a project manager.
I felt at certain stages that Melody was doing what she wanted to go and do.
Did anybody have any favourite products that they wanted to...
I like the rucksack booster seat.
Our market research found that actually in Paris, a lot of people use metro and families even
Like the
would
train?
use... Yeah, public transport.
Every time I see pictures of the Champs-Élysées, all I see is a little traffic jam at the top of the
lots
cars.
of traffic in Paris. But what the market research told us, and that I can't argue with, people said that in Paris, people use public transport. About 4 different people said that, didn't they? And also my common sense...
That was your reason for not going with
that
the
wasn't my personal
the
reason, Lord
rucksack
Sugar.
and
That
the car
market
seat.
research told us that actually
Okay.
might
All
not
right.
be a good
Okay.
product.
I arranged a meeting with one of the biggest retailers in France where I used to do a tremendous amount of business with these people. Who spoke to them?
Myself and Natasha went to the pitch.
You pitched, yeah?
Yes. We decided on the way to the car, we actually flipped a coin to decide who would give the pitch, because that seemed the fairest way of doing it. Natasha won.
Flipped a coin?
Effectively.
Let's get down to some numbers. Nick, should we concentrate, first of all, on sales made to the smaller retailers that they picked up, yeah?
Yes. Logic sold strongly, and they brought in sales of €11,705.
And same question, Karen, for Venture.
Well, that's pretty good, but not as good as Venture, who brought in 14,699.
Okay. And now to the big retailer. While I'm with you, Karen, Venture, how did they get on with their pitching to the big guy?
Well, thanks, I have to say, to the fantastic pitch that Helen did of the backpack booster seat. They've placed an order of €214,000, Alan.
Wow, that's a big one. It's a total of well over £200,000. So that's a brilliant result. It's all on what? The
backpack.
The backpack.
Yeah.
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 Very, very good. Now, Nick.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Now, Nick.
As they say in Europe, nul point. Nothing.
No orders from La Redoute at all?
No.
Well, this is not just a loss, this is an annihilation. I'm going to need to get to the bottom of who's responsible. OK, Venture. A record for this boardroom, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good indeed. So I'm going to send you off for a treat, because one of my favourite pastimes is flying aeroplanes. So I've laid on some flying lessons for you, OK? So I hope you don't mind heights. Off you go, and I'll see you on the next task.
Thank you, sugar. Oh my God,
This is amazing.
The objective is to handle the controls, and at the end of the flight, you'll be landing the aeroplane.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Climb aboard.
Clear prop! Oh my God! Wow! This is amazing!
It's you, you're flying, you're in control, it's just brilliant. And I worked out with my big deal this week, I could have afforded to buy Lord Sugar 2 of these planes.
That's a proper crash landing. Oh my God!
Basically, we lost by 214,000, I believe, solely for the booster rucksacks. I felt that I wanted to go for the rucksack, and I was conscious if I'd forced a product on the three of you,
Could have backfired.
that you would have been like, well, I can't really bother to sell this.
I know Tom's going to bring on the whole thing about, oh, I said the car seats were a fantastic idea. Well, Tom, my job was to give you market research, and I gave you market research. And you, as project manager, made the ultimate decision. Now you've made the wrong one. Do not come here and place blame on me.
I'm obviously feeling vulnerable. 0 sales in the book doesn't look good. However, Lord Sugar has said before, he's not looking for a salesperson, he's looking for a business partner. And so, whilst I'm on paper looking bad, I'm feeling pretty confident.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
OK, well, who wants to start off by telling me why they think this thing fouled?
Lord Sugar, if I may, we got annihilated by 200,000 euros, but fundamentally we lost because of one order, a very, very big order for the rucksack backpacks.
That's not true at all, because even on the independent sales,
We lost on that.
they beat you.
Yes.
Okay, so what point you're making?
I was the only one who saw that the booster rucksack would be an incredibly powerful seller.
You were the team leader. You didn't put your foot down and take it.
Indeed.
You know, sometimes your instinct, your gut feeling, you know, you should go with it.
Yes, I should have gone for the rucksack. Yes, I should have gone against everybody else. And,
so this is the failure of this task?
However, one of the major reasons I went for that was a lack of information about the major pitch that we were going to see, because we didn't know enough about the major retailer to be able to choose and select the products.
So you asked somebody, you asked them to research who they are and what they do?
Yes. I'd expected that people who have reached this level would therefore follow that advice and do it.
Well, we did
but
follow
also,
your advice.
But also,
you didn't strongly ask that at all.
I did very strongly.
At 12:50, Tom called you and said, I want you to research La Redoute. It was a very specific request.
That was my question.
Yeah. In terms of, I can speak personally what I contributed on that day, in terms of what he asked me to do.
Hold it there, hold it there. Did you research La Redoute or not? That is my question.
Other than the information that we were given,
OK.
you specifically asked me to do market research, ask people in the venue that we were at, well, not much just myself, I mean chip in, Leon, if you will, but between those two products...
Chip in if you will.
I will, I'd like to.
And, you know, I spoke to them in French, I completely understood what they were saying, I relayed that to Leon, and ultimately the project manager makes the decision.
OK. Leon,
it's more of
Leon, you're sitting here quietly letting her do all the talking.
Okay.
You're making it easy for me because, you know, there's the door and that's where you could be out very, very quickly. So you better speak up now.
OK, thank you, Lord Sugar. Melody was sort of doing all the talking there because she quite literally was doing all the talking in France. She was speaking French, of which I cannot speak. I illustrated sort of a graphic, if you like. I drew a picture of a teapot with a light. I drew a picture of a child with a rucksack sitting down on it in a car. That's kind of my contribution, if you like.
But you could have gone to Montmartre if you wanted to do art.
No.
You know, on the pavement.
We weren't...
If I may...
Hold on, Tom, because this is a momentous moment, because Leon is talking, so shut up for a minute.
I mean, it was quite difficult, you know, because I heard Melody speaking in French the entire time, because I can't speak French, but then...
No, I've heard that.
OK, right, so I went into
that.
So ultimately,
but the point
what I was
also
doing...
come back to you and say that the majority of these people that you went to saw spoke English.
Yes, and that's something I missed, you know, straight away. I
you missed that?
I did.
So, listen, Tom, the product you chose was a teapot with a light in.
Yeah.
And this massive retailer has a very, very big portfolio of products, including lighting, I might add. There was discussions about quantity, and I think you mentioned that they could buy as little as 10.
Correct.
10? These people buy thousands of things, yeah?
I was actually surprised when Tom decided to take himself and Natasha to the pitch because Leon and I, if I'm not mistaken, have a better sales record than Tom and Natasha. We were able to sell about 150 teapot lights on the appointments that we made, and that was in small boutiques.
Melody, you wanted to pitch at all those shops where you'd made the appointment. So it was a little bit of a greedy one, wasn't it?
Sure, I do understand what you're saying, and yes, I did think, well, I've actually worked really hard to get those appointments. However, I gave one of them...
How many did you dish out to other people?
I gave...
One.
It was one.
No.
You gave us one, and in the end, Natasha sold over 1,000 euros to them.
Do you not understand that it's a team effort?
Absolutely.
I mean, Jim made the appointments for Venture, but he made appointments for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. I did understand it's a team effort, which is why I let Leon in on the sales and
you let him.
I know it does feel
as in
like
he asked of me, and I said yes.
OK, Tom, who are you bringing back in this boardroom with you?
Leon, because I don't think he's made a massive contribution in this task, and I'm going to bring back Melody as well, because I don't think she was asking the right kind of questions out in France, so I'm bringing those two back.
You should have given me that direction. I sold 8,000 euros on the... How much did you sell, Tom?
That is irrelament. The most important thing...
That's your decision, is it?
Awful.
OK,
yes,
yeah. I tell you what, you are very lucky, young lady. You are very lucky, young lady, because what I've seen here...
She made one sale,
and
went
what
to a
I've
pitch
heard
and
from,
sold nothing.
Yeah, OK. This is what the man said. You go back to the house. You three step outside and I'll call you back in shortly.
The thing about Tom is people actually like him, you know.
I like him.
But Melody, she pushes too far.
Yeah, I can see that about Melody. I can see it about her.
She brought home the bacon, so let's pretend that she was a failure. She wasn't.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, other than drawing a picture of a teapot, what on earth did Leon do?
I think he's a bit dazzled by Melody on this particular task. I think it's about time that both Leon and Tom actually stood up for themselves and started being a bit more manly, if I can put it that way.
Well, I'll get them back in and I'll decide on which one of them is going to be leaving.
Hello?
Could you send the three of them in, please?
Lord Sugar will see you now.
we've established that the rucksack that converts into a car seat was the winning product here. And that you, Melody, I think, said, no, we shouldn't go from that from the market research.
Yes, from the market research, it was clear.
No, we shouldn't go from that from the market research.
Yes, from the market research, it was clear that it was a no to that.
Actually, you were keen on the rucksack. You never were.
No, I absolutely, Nick, that's right. Common sense was telling me, why would anybody want to put a car seat into a bag anyway? However,
you got that wrong, because it was a great product.
Well, yeah, well, absolutely.
Do you know anything about products, Melody?
I'm not in product development,
okay.
no.
While I'm on you,
yeah?
I'm reading your resume here, and I see that you have got a tremendous amount of awards, okay? Volunteer of the Year Award?
Yes.
Woman of the Future Award?
Yes.
Outstanding Asian Woman Achievement Award?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, good. All right, well, it's very nice to have all these awards. Can you tell me what it is you do to get them?
I've been in the youth sector, been working really about improving the lives of children and young people has been the bottom line of what I've been doing.
Very credible.
Thank you. And last year, I set up my own business single-handedly with no capital, with no brand.
What is that business? What is it?
It's a consultancy business, a global consultancy business to improve mostly young people's skills so that they're able to initiate their own project.
Is this a for-profit business, is it?
Yes.
I'm thinking of the end goal of this thing, where I'm going to end up appointing one of you as my 50-50 partner.
Yes.
And, you know, I don't want to set up another government, you know.
Well, I
want to know where the business is.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. The business that I am proposing to yourself is a very profit-driven business.
Good. Well, we'll get round to that if you get the chance to, maybe.
Thank you.
Let's see if we get beyond this boardroom, shall we?
Sure.
Leon, all I've heard from you today is you're hiding behind this, not speaking the language. You don't speak French. Let me remind you that I started my business back when I was 18 years old, and my suppliers were Japanese, Chinese and Koreans. And I can tell you, I still don't speak any of those languages, but I had to communicate with them in order to buy stuff off of them and get stuff made.
Yeah, that was an oversight from my end. I took a maybe, if you like, back seat, but I don't want to say back seat because I still was on the ground selling, and I did sell. I remember you saying at the beginning it was, you know, you'll be judging on merit by the books as well, so in terms of who made the most sales.
She did.
Yeah, she did. She absolutely did.
She kept them for herself.
Well, yeah.
Well, no one else was doing anything, so it sort of looked like I was hogging it, but actually other people could make calls. Tom and Natasha made one appointment between them.
I don't care if you was hogging it, you see, because for me it shows that you've got some kind of aggression about you because you want to win.
I'm trying to show you. I know you said earlier that you're not hearing from me, but I'm more trying to show you rather than tell you. And then I look over to Tom and I'm thinking, I haven't heard him sell anything.
On this task, my biggest frustration was that the people I asked to do certain things which were very important didn't do them. What I felt like is I had one person who didn't listen, wanted to make sure her arse was completely covered. On the other side, I had someone who didn't do anything. But I don't just want to talk about this task because I want to really make sure that you understand this is the first time I've ever been in the boardroom, and it's not because I've won every task.
No, that's for sure.
That's for sure. I've shown on every single task why that I create value for my team.
Tom, I'm sorry, I think you're making excuses.
The thing I love about Melody,
you have
she's
strengths, but you have weaknesses.
absolutely brilliant at talking and summarising what everybody else has said.
The numbers speak for themselves, Tom. This isn't just me saying it. You went to a pitch and sold nothing. You carried on with the day and sold nothing.
In terms of the sales, on my side, we split the ones that went between myself and Natasha, and the ones that I went to see, I had no sales indeed, correct.
Why?
Because you can't sell?
Natasha gave the pitch to a major retailer. I didn't make that part of the pitch. When we started talking...
Tom, can I ask, did you take the appointment seriously? Because I heard you say that you flipped a coin to decide who was going to give this pitch.
On this pitch...
Did you flip a coin?
We did an equivalent. We did...
What did you do?
We played paper, scissors, stone to decide, because that was the fairest way of deciding who should give the pitch between the two of us. Natasha is a very talented...
stone?
Natasha is a very talented...
We're not in
it's a child's game.
Are we in the schoolyard here, or what? Tom, I wanted to give you a chance because, you know, you're alleged to have invented things and sold them into great distribution in the past, which is right up my alley. Right. But you know what? At the moment, you know, there's a great big hole in the ground that you're falling in here, really, yeah?
I'm one of the few people who has been running their own business for the last 5 years
Well, tell me
in the
about
kind
that
of
then.
area.
Go on in, still get some confidence back into me. What have you done?
I've created my own products completely from an idea and brought them to market. I've done all the patenting for that, all the branding. I've been out to China to source the manufacturing. I've created a brand and a product. I sold 35,000 to the first distributor in the UK. It was a first start.
You reckon yourself you're like a mini Dyson then, do you?
I believe that I have the potential to be far greater than Dyson and other British inventors.
All right, listen, Melody, you hijacked the process, I think, in this particular case, but you did a lot of selling. I like your hunger for bulldozing your way through and taking the lion's share of the negotiation. And if these two people allowed you to do that, well, then good luck to you. I'm going to let you stay. And I've now got a dilemma as to which one of you two is going. Leon, I don't know what he was doing on this task, to be perfectly frank. All I've heard from you was you couldn't speak French and you left everything to Melody. And Tom, you know, the choosing of the product was wrong, right? That's what I'm disappointed with. You should have stuck with your guns because there was only 4 of you in this team. Enough for you to actually say, no, I don't care. I should stick to my instinct. And for that reason, Tom, here we are 8 weeks down the road. I'm struggling, quite frankly, to see how you can stay in this process.
Right.
Sheerly from a gut instinct, I think I've made my mind up. Leon, you're fired.
Thank you for an amazing opportunity, Lord Sugar.
You might think I'm nuts for letting him stay in this thing. I'm letting you stay in, Tom, because you have made products, you have sold to retailers before, but there isn't much tolerance left for going wrong, OK? You'll take a leaf out of her book, because she's a tiger, OK? She's fighting to win, and I don't know whether you are also. Back to the house, the pair of you. She is ruthless. She'll walk over and tread over anybody. She'll eat them up and spit them out for her breakfast. That's what I like about her, really.
I think she put the boys to shame today.
But I'm really upset that he chose me. I really actually saw myself getting to the finals and actually working with Lord Sugar. You know, I'm everything I think he's looking for, so if he's failed to spot that, then it's his loss.
What were his sales figures like?
Melody, she sold 8,000.
She'll have saved her bacon because so many sales.
However, Melody only organised appointments for herself.
That's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
So,
because we just split
yeah, it's not
Sometimes.
in the team spirit at all.
No,
This is
Yeah.
it. Hello!
Hello.
He said, Melody, I see that you've done a lot of high-profile things, and then he read out each award I'd won. And he looked at me and I said, oh, that's commendable.
Congratulations, 8 in a row.
You've put yourself firmly on the radar with that pitch, Helen.
Thank you. Apart from Helen.
Mad and wonderful.
In the fight for Lord Sugar's £250,000 investment, 7 candidates remain. Next time,
I want you to create a new brand of biscuit.
It's crunch time.
Something's gone wrong and you need an emergency biscuit.
Biscuits, the new popcorn.
But who will crumble?
Any time is treat time.
They're not dogs.
Have that unless you've come up with a great idea now.
We end on a big...
OK, we're not so cheesy.
Something fundamentally wrong here. You're fired.
Leon's with Dara on BBC Two now. They could have a cup of tea from that teapot he drew. While here later, comedy in a confined space. Lee Mack's flat, actually, not going out at 11:15.